One of the trickiest side quests in Pokémon Sun and Moon is finding all of the Zygarde Cells and Cores. It doesn't begin properly until you meet Dexio and Sinna on Akala Island. After that, the telltale sparkle of a cell or core will appear. However, while the game lists how many you found total, it doesn't track where you've discovered them or if you have all of them on a particular island. This guide will show where and when to find each core and cell in Ula'ula, going island by island in roughly the same order that you travel through over the course of the game. Let's begin with Melemele Island. Go to Hala's house in Iki Town and head to the right room. The Zygarde Core can be found on the nearby porch. In the center of Iki Town, the cell can be found next to the Old Man near the entrance to the Mahalo Trail at night. Use Tauros to break through the rocks on Route 1. Travel down the ledges until you find a solitary tree where you can find the cell. Take the upper path of Route 1 to find the cell past the second patch of grass. It's found on the northern edge. On the right side of Kukui's lab, you can find the cell. Enter the trainer school at night to find the cell in the play area on the first floor. The cell can be found next to the Hau'oli City Pokémon Center at night. Enter Ilima's house on the western edge of Hau'oli City. Immediately go to the left to find the cell at the end of the hall. Go to the Hau'oli Cemetery and make your way to the northern edge. The cell can be found just before the patch of grass. Go to the hotel on Route 2 to find the cell in the left corner. Make your way to the Verdant Cavern and go to the northernmost Pokémon hole. There, you'll find the cell. Go through Melemele Meadow and Seaward Cave to reach Kala Bay. As you go outside, turn left to find the cell in the corner. Travel past the entrance to Melemele Meadow to find the cell near the rock wall during the day. Go to the southern edge of Route 3, just before it becomes Route 1. Make your way through the grass to find the cell near the tree. After completing the main quest, starting the game again will put you in your bedroom. Behind you is a Zygarde Core. Go to the Ruins of Conflict to find the cell on the right side of the entrance. That's all 14 Zygarde Cells and 2 Cores that can be found on Melemele. Next is Akala Island. Go inside into the back left corner of the Tide Song Hotel. There, you'll find the cell. Travel through Route 4 and follow the path up the incline. The cell is across from the nearby breeder. Go to the lower area of the Paniola Ranch at night and cross over the first ramp to find the cell on the other side. Make your way to the lower area of the Paniola Ranch to find the cell in the northern corner just above the southern ramp. Outside the Pokémon Center in Royal Avenue at night, you'll find the cell tucked in the corner behind the bench. Travel to the Thrifty Megamart's parking lot to find the cell between the blue and red trucks. When you reach the Route 7 beach, surf around the nearby rock wall to the north. Follow the coast to find the cell hiding near the rock. Go left of Kiawe's trial area and down the path. Jump down the second ledge to find the cell tucked in the corner. Go to Route 8 and head to the trailer. You'll find the cell next to the stairs. On the way to the lush jungle, you'll find the cell near the solitary rock during the day. Return to the lush jungle once you have the Machamp Poke Ride. Head to the eastern area and push aside the giant stone. Go inside the cave that you can now enter to find the cell. Go south of the lush jungle entrance and make your way west to the rocky area. As the path curves, you'll find the cell. The cell can be found just outside the Dimensional Research Lab on the left at night. Go to Hano Beach to find the cell underneath an umbrella behind the man riding the Stoutland. During the day, travel along Hano Beach to find the cell next to the lifeguard tower. In Diglett's Tunnel, make your way to the excavating tools near the exit to find the cell. Go to Coney City's stone shop and head upstairs to find Olivia's room. In the back corner, you'll find a Zygarde Core. Go to the far end of Coney City to the row of Pikachu at night. You'll find the cell to their left. Go to the Akala outskirts on Route 9 and walk past the Black Belt to find the cell just before the ledge leading down. That's all 18 Zygarde cells and the one core that can be found on Akala. Next is Ula'ula Island. Go to the Mali Garden and make your way to the northwest corner to find the cell. During the day, go to the fire department in Mali City next to the Pokémon Center to find the cell between the two trucks. Enter the Mali City Community Center at night and go to the end of the hall to find the cell. Go to the recycling plant on Mali City's outer cape during the day to find the cell next to the building. Travel along Route 10 during the day to find the cell next to a bamboo patch and Ace Trainer on the right side. Go inside the Hokulani Observatory at night and enter the hall with boxes everywhere. Head down the left side to find the cell near the Magnemite. Make your way through Route 11 at night until you pass the Black Belt. Nearby is the cell. During the day on Route 12, cross the first patch of rocky terrain to find the cell near the tall grass. On Route 12, cross the second patch of rocky terrain and keep to the right path to find the cell next to the pair of punks. Once you reach the geothermal power plant, you can find the cell on the right side near the sign. Go to the secluded shore and make your way to the left corner of the beach to find the cell. Head to the secluded shore at night and go to the eastern coastline. There, you'll find the cell. Go to the left side of the hotel on Route 13 at night to find the cell tucked in the corner. On Route 13, travel to the southern edge of the oasis to find the cell next to a trailer. Go south of the Pokémon Center in Tapu Village to find the cell next to the fence. Go to Route 14 at night to find the cell near the collapsed road and the fisherman. Travel along Route 14 to the far right corner to find the cell on the beach. Make your way to the Ether House and enter the left playroom to find the cell in the corner. Go to the beach on Route 15 to find the cell on the southern coast. Go to the Haina Desert and find the area with the old man next to a fern. Beside that fern is the cell. Since Haina Desert's layout changes daily, talk to the old man in the oasis next to Probopass for a clue on how to reach the ruins of Abundance. Once you make your way through the desert, you'll find the cell to the left of the ruins entrance. Go to the Pokémon Center on Route 16 and head left. There, you'll find the cell. Go to the Ula'ula meadow and walk along the wooden path to find the cell on the right side. On the other side of Ula'ula meadow, follow the path to the right to find the cell just past the tall grass. Go inside the Shady House on Route 17 to find a Zygarde Core in the very back. Beyond the Shady House, follow the path to the right and use Tauros to break through the rocks. Travel down the center path to find the cell. Go to the corner of the outside wall of Po Town to find the cell. Work your way to the Po Town mansion and head to the left to find a red truck at night. Near it is the cell. Head toward the mansion in Po Town and go east to the yellow truck. Beside it is the cell. After you take the elevator to Mount Lanakila, follow the path through the first patch of tall grass. On the other side, next to a small rock, is the cell. Go left of the Pokémon Center on Mount Lanakila. You'll see the cell near some rocks. That's all 30 Zygarde cells and the one core that can be found on Ula'ula. Next is Pony Island. Head to the Seafolk Village and go inside the Wailord restaurant. The cell can be found near the far left table. In the Seafolk Village, head to the northeast platform to find the cell next to the construction materials. Go to the beach in the Pony Wilds to find the cell between the northernmost rocks. The cell can be found in Pony Wilds on top of a ledge during the day. Travel around through the tall grass to find the incline that reaches it. The cell can be found near the sign south of the berry tree in Pony Wilds at night. Go to Hapu's house on the Ancient Pony Path and enter the far right room to find the Zygarde Core in the back. On the Ancient Pony Path, head past the tilled farmland to the well. Next to it is the cell. Head to the Ancient Pony Path to find the cell outside the wall near the tilled farmland. Go to the Ponybreaker Coast and work your way around the water spout in order to find the cell in the corner during the day. At night, go to the Pony Breaker Coast to find the cell near the totem marking the entrance to the Ruins of Hope. Head inside the Ruins of Hope to find the cell just outside the proper entrance to the ruin. On the Ancient Pony Path, just before entering the Vast Pony Canyon, you can find the cell on the right side near the statue at night. In the Vast Pony Canyon, once you enter the second cave, you'll find the cell near a rock just before the impasse that requires Mudsdale. Once you enter the third cave in the Vast Pony Canyon, follow the path down until just before a Pokemon hole. There, you'll find the cell. When you reach the block pushing puzzle in the Vast Pony Canyon and clear the bottommost stone, take the south exit. Walk through the tall grass to the very end to find the cell. After clearing the Vast Pony Canyon, follow the path south to return to the first cave. Push the stone into the hole to reveal a cell that was hiding behind it. Head to the northern edge of Pony Grove to find the cell near the tall grass. The cell can be found in Pony Grove just before heading into the Pony Plains on the right side. During the day, go to the center of the Pony Plains to find the cell south of the tip sign. Go to the Pony Plains and head to the eastern side at night. The cell can be found just before the incline that eventually leads to the Pony Coast. Go to the western edge of the Pony Plains and use Tauros to break through the rocks. Travel down the ledges until the left and middle paths converge. In the middle, you'll find the cell. Make your way through the Pony Meadow until you reach Resolution Cave. Instead of going in, jump down the nearby ledges to reach the cell. As you travel through Resolution Cave during the day, you can find the cell just before the entrance to the final area of the cave. Travel through Resolution Cave until you reach the final area at night. As you walk through the hallway toward the open room, you'll see the cell on your right. Work your way through Resolution Cave until you arrive in the final area. Go to the center of the open room to find the cell. On the Pony Coast, use Tauros to break the rocks on the eastern edge at night. The cell can be found on the other side, parallel to the incline to the west. Head toward the incline on the western edge of the Pony Coast. Walk past it to find the cell in the nearby narrow path. Once you reach the Pony Gauntlet, cross the first bridge you see to the small island with the veteran. To the right of her is the cell. Near the end of the Pony Gauntlet, just before the veteran, this cell can be found on the final bridge. That's all 28 Zygarde Cells and the one core that can be found on Pony. Finally, there's Ether Paradise. Go down to the second floor basement of Ether Paradise and follow the path to the very end to find the cell. On the path to the Ether Paradise mansion, go right and up the stairs. You'll find the cell in the center of the platform. Head to the Ether Paradise mansion and go to the left side to find the cell. Go inside the Ether Paradise mansion and you'll find the cell next to a small table on the right. Go to the left side of the main entrance of Ether Paradise at night to find the cell. That's all 5 cells that can be found on Ether Paradise. Remember, once at least 10 cells are collected, you can go to the Pokémon Center on Route 16 and make your way to the nearby trailer. There, you can assemble Zygarde's 10% form from just the cells in the cube, or along with a Zygarde you caught during X or Y. Likewise, Zygarde's 50% form can be assembled once you've collected 50 of them. When you've collected them all, you'll need to separate any Zygarde you had assembled up to that point to use all 100 cores and cells to create Zygarde with the Power Construct ability. Using the Zygarde cube, you can decide whether Zygarde should be in its 10% or 50% form normally. The ability allows Zygarde to become its complete form if its HP drops below half in battle. You can also use the 5 cores you collect to teach Zygarde moves. They include Core Enforcer, 1000 Arrows, 1000 Waves, Extreme Speed, and Dragon Dance. With this, you're all set to train Zygarde however you want. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to Game Explained for more on Pokemon and other things gaming.